Nobody's here. All right, we got two. Welcome in. If you're just starting to watch here, if you're watching this at a later time, you might want to fast forward a minute. I'm gonna let some people get in here. At least two people. What's up? Welcome. Well, I guess I'll get started here. I don't know if I'm gonna do this for two people. Might as well just I don't know. Figured I'd try it out. We could try later. What do you think, Jan? Do this later? Hey, whoa, we got two. All right, let me see if I can post this in my group here. I feel like live streams are definitely going to be better at night, huh? Most people actually have stuff to do during the day. We can talk if you want. If y'all got anything, we got two in the chat, and we got maybe another two watching. Yeah, I tried to do a video earlier today, and it was not publishing, so it was like it said corrupted after I filmed a 20-minute video that was put my heart and soul in. Wait just a minute to see if we get anybody else here. Is the new does the new thumbnail show up? It was all yellow. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, good. Thanks, John. All right, we'll just do like a brief one then for anybody that's here, and then I'll probably make another video. Just having some issues publishing videos right now, so I figured I'd try a live stream, but So basically, an important thing. All right, we're gonna start the class now. So this is where you stop the video if you're watching at a later date. Right here. This is where we're starting. So the DXY is going to be important this week. We have Friday. Jerome Powell's talking. So what he says usually affects the DXY pretty greatly. And as the DXY is dropping, crypto can move back up again. So Friday could be very volatile for the DXY, for crypto, for US dollar, everything. Non-farm payroll comes out on Friday, so that'll be a key. It happens the first Friday of every month. But usually, if expectations are way off or projections, the DXY and all of crypto, it'll affect everyone. So we have high projections for new jobs in the US this week. So if that's hit or miss on the high side or low side, expect the DXY to be affected greatly on that. We're pretty low. We're like at our lowest, basically lowest candle since 2018 right now. So we'll either get a bounce from the news on Friday and go back up if it's really good news, or it could be the catalyst that we need to really drop and lose this floor here, which would actually project crypto up higher, in my opinion. So watch for that on Friday. That happens early morning, Eastern time. I think it's like 8:30, 8:30, 9 o'clock Friday morning. So if you see some crazy stuff go on Friday, that's why. So we can go let's look at some other more fun things now. Total crypto market cap. This is minus Bitcoin. So look at the weekly. We went right to the 21-week EMA perfectly. Got a perfect hold as support. Last week, we just closed Monday. Now bouncing back up. So looking at this chart, what looks catastrophic to you about that? Nothing should look bad, because it doesn't. There's nothing market structurally. This is perfect. Retest of our 21-week, and this is basically altcoins, right? So altcoins can still move. We're seeing some kind of weekly resistance and pushback around the $1 trillion mark. We got to about 1.5 trillion. This is, in the coming years, this is gonna, look at this. Will just look like a speed bump, basically, from where we're going. I would expect, even during this next cycle, when the full cycle occurs, I would expect to get 2.5, 3.5 trillion. So we could easily double where we're at, where we went to 1.5. I would think 3 trillion would be easily doable for alts in the coming, next 12 to 18 months or so, as this cycle finishes up. So what else we got? Any questions in the audience so far from the two of you? Bitcoin dominance still falling. Good signs. I'll just keep talking unless you guys got a question. Bitcoin dominance still falling. We're still well under a 21-week, so that's a good sign. If you like alts, which we just looked at alts, the alts look fine. This is why Bitcoin, got a little fake out up as we had our drop last week, or 10 days ago now it was. So yeah, Bitcoin dominance being low, altcoins can still run even if Bitcoin gets back up and retests. We go look at Bitcoin. I'll explain what we're looking at here. This is holding perfect support on the 50-week. Going back, it had two tests to the 200-week, but you can see that the 200-week is not that old because it's 200 weeks. Hello, it's over 4 years, right? So test on the 200-week, test on the 200-week on a weekly time scale. Other than that, your 50-week and your 21-week have been holding us support in basically all of history for Bitcoin. Right now is no different. So far, there's no signs that are really catastrophic, just from a technical chart speaking base, right? Hopefully that makes sense. There's nothing on a daily chart to get a bear market, which we're still not in. The 50-day EMA has to be under the 200-day EMA. So these lines have to cross. So far, no cross. You can see the trajectory, I guess it's kind of a word. We can, traject this out maybe maybe another week before we would get a potential cross, right? Barring a fall, which I don't see really happening. In my opinion, I don't think we're going to see another one of these, but I think maybe some hangout time down here. Okay, we're going to test the 200-day at some point. That's at 41, roughly 41.5. The 200-day, so we can peek at it right now. 41.5 is the 200-day red. You can see that over here on the left. The 50 is it's still at 46.5. So we got a ways to go before those lines cross. So keep an eye on that for big picture. I do anticipate us retesting this 21 week at some point before, even if we go down, I would kind of anticipate it. There's nothing certain in crypto besides uncertainty, but you have to play the odds. The odds are, just for me being in the markets for 4 to 5 years now, I would anticipate at least a retest of this 21 week before we go down further, if we go down further. So look for that first, in my opinion. We'll see. Time will tell, right? But if we go up and people start getting a little excited again, because if Bitcoin starts moving up with dominance so low, altcoins can still start running, and people will get bullish again. And I'm not going to get super excited until we break this. Bitcoin needs to close weekly candles above the 21 week before we can consider ourselves kind of out of the woods. And it needs to not only break the 21 week, it needs to break it and then hold it for several weeks before I would feel confident that we're going to make another move like this. You can see how many weeks after we get above it, we just grind up, right? We can go back and just look at these charts. After we come down, we get up, we break above it, we hold it generally for weeks at a time, if not months. Look at that, before really exploding off. So yeah, Bitcoin the bottom could be in, the bottom could not be in, but the 21 week is a key indicator on everything. It kind of determines what's going to happen. So before we can really know for sure what's going one way or the other, we have to wait for the retest of that 21. So that's big picture. Obviously, is what we focus on, but that's what I'm looking at as far as altcoin market, the full coin market, any kind of coin market. What else you guys got? Anything else? Link, we can go look at Link real quick. Just do a brief update. Weekly chart, we're broken through the 21. We just got to hold it here. We got to hold above our 21 for Chainlink, and it can get moving. Link is one of the odd mans out of the altcoin market cap. It can actually move against Bitcoin even in a bear market. You can go back and look at previous moves. When Bitcoin's going sideways or even slightly down, Chainlink can make moves against it. It's one of the few coins that does that, which is why I love it so much. Yep, we're looking at Chainlink. All right, so that's the weekly, right? We just need to close this week, come Sunday, still 5 days, 10 hours. If you see any price above our 21 week, we're okay. No problem. Next week, if we close higher and hold it as the support line, the 21 week, perfect. That's exactly what you'd want to see, just like these moves. You want to hold the 21 week as support, and then you can have super liftoff. Looking at the big picture on Chainlink, there's still nothing catastrophic here. We wicked right to almost to the penny our 21-month moving average with our huge this is probably the biggest indecision candle you'll ever see. An indecision candle just has a body about the same width and the wicks about the same width, right? Just kind of in the center, also known as Darth Maul candles sometimes. It's like the bow staff. No, it's a true thing. So right now we're starting off, we'll have to see what this does, but you can look back in history. It's kind of rare for Link to have two red monthly candles back to back, right? It hasn't been done in quite some time back in these areas, right when it was kind of still pretty young. So that would be in rare air if we don't print a green candle this month. I would still expect it. I would still expect green. And we know that Link can get going in a hurry because these wicks are insane. Look at that wick. Look at this price travels from 52 to 15 in 1 month. Pretty amazing. Let's go look at the daily and see what else we got looking at. Now, as we spoke of in Bitcoin, we also have a potential death cross, which this looks much more avoidable than the Bitcoin one, right? These are kind of really shallowing out. So the 50 just has to stay above the 200 and we're good. So far so good. As long as prices can stay even above the 200 day, we're more than fine. But there's the general uptrend for Link. Up and up and up. We've had our capitulation, in my opinion, with Chainlink. Highly unlikely we're going under $15. Even if we go back to it, it would only be because Bitcoin capitulated or the DXY just starts to melt faces back up, which I don't see happening either. So I'm still bullish on Chainlink. I still think Chainlink can have a move this summer, get us back to at least $40, $50 range, if not higher. I've made a couple videos where we can even go to triple digits this year still. That's still on the table. Nothing's changed. Market structurally, this is perfect retest, shake out everybody, and then kind of rebuild structure, a reaccumulation zone for Link, and then back off to the races. So big move up, reset, grind up, explosion. Big move up, reset. Maybe we grind up for a few months. That's still fine. I wouldn't mind, next few months getting back to 40 and then exploding back up. That's fine. Let's go down the list here. Link Bitcoin's still looking great as well. So maybe this is finally getting going again. Look at all the moving averages here. This is big zoomed out here. Going back several years, back to 2019. But look at our moving averages finally getting sorted out on Link Bitcoin. Looking nice. So this could easily put in a nice move against Bitcoin this summer. If Bitcoin just kind of hangs around and doesn't, go down a whole lot, Link, it's prime for Link to make another move like this. Especially with making lower lows, higher highs, looking nice. Link Bitcoin's looking okay. Link Ethereum is still got some work to do. Still in a bear market here, but we're trying to turn the ship around. But so far, we're still in icy waters. Titanic just needs to avoid the icebergs, right? But we're coming back. We'll come back. This is coming back. You can see finally, for the first time, maybe we're kind of leveling off here with our 21-day. So we just need to see Link versus Ethereum start grinding back up this way, right? And then we can get back on track and start reversing the trend against Ethereum. ADA USD looking good on the daily. Most coins are looking okay. As you just saw, the altcoin market is all looking okay. We've had a brief retest, shakeout. That's what those wicks are for. Get all those people out. But look, when you start seeing wicks to exact moving averages, those are planned. There's people, big buy orders in at these levels. That's how that works. You're not getting perfect wicks just by chance, I promise. So ADA's looking good. It's already back above its 21-day. I mean, compared to most coins, ADA never really got the memo of the drop. If you just were to close your eyes these past, May 23rd, 20th, you would think you wouldn't even know that this happened, right? Because we just basically been trending slowly up since March. If you take out this bubble, this peak, and then this thing, it's just basically averaged right up. Slow grind up is basically what Cardano's done. VeChain, we can run down the list here. If you guys are still with me. Did I put you to sleep yet? VeChain still looking okay above the 200-day. You just got to keep looking at your moving averages. You want to be obviously higher as high. You don't want to keep crossing these, but as you move up in your time scales, the 21 week is always going to be your most important in a bull market. We have to get above that with altcoins, especially Bitcoin. If Bitcoin gets back above its 21 week, if Bitcoin was doing this, if this was Bitcoin's chart, altcoins would be moving pretty hard, in my opinion. When this happens, if this happens, it will happen again. We just don't know how long it'll take Bitcoin to do this, but in this scenario, altcoins will really start moving if Bitcoin does something like this, especially with the dominance low. So that's what I would be watching for now. Go look at the total market cap this is with Bitcoin now. This is all of crypto. On a weekly scale, we're fighting this 21 week. This would be a great sign. And at the end of this week, if we can close back above this yellow, only having closed this crazy candle here, but if we can get back on track, this would be nice. You can see the kind of moves we've done over the past 12 months or so, right? Pretty amazing. A monthly scale. So each candle is 1 month. A lot of volatility in May across the board, right? So we're still at a 1.5 trillion market cap. We got up to almost 2.6. I think this can go, we can hit, 7, 8, 9, 10 trillion in a good, if we have a textbook like blow off top next year or so. I still think it's going to take another year. We might get lucky and get bailed out this year. As each day that passes, that's becoming less likely, right? A lot of people are still calling for 6-figure Bitcoin or even higher, 250, 300K Bitcoin this year. Each second that passes, that's becoming less and less likely. I still think, as I've said since 2020, this is a double peak cycle. I think obviously now it's clear that was our first peak. And yeah, that happened faster than anybody thought. Nobody thought that we would peak out right then. There's nobody on YouTube that's said that before now. Obviously, hindsight's 2020, right? You can see the warning signs now, but nobody saw that coming that fast anyway. So now, the odds are we're going to take, a slight break here and then slowly move back up before starting our next peak. We can go look at, let's see if I have it here. Go to put it on here. BLX. So the BLX is just Bitcoin, but it allows you to go back farther in history if you don't know. So we put this on a log scale too. So this is the 2013 move up. Very similar to what we've done, right? Hopefully you guys can still see this. Trying to zoom in here. So there's 2013. Looks very similar to this move, right? So then we had 1 month, 2 months cool off, really 3 months, because then we came back up. So from the top in 2013 to the bottom, I mean, that was 76% correction. Amazing. So we had our peak, 1, 2, 3. Basically 3 months of going down before trending back up, right? And then 3, 4, 5, really about 5 months just going basically sideways, right? Because our same price is here to here. 5 months sideways, and then our next move, an explosive rally blow off top. 500% almost in 1 month for Bitcoin at the blow off top. 500%. And that's basically almost 400 to 500% over your previous peak. You see that? We peaked out here. We closed here. We did this. Just this candle from here was 500% up. Amazing. Nice to do that again. But this is kind of what we're talking about. Double peaks, right? Big run up. So far, we're mirroring this pretty well. Let's go to the weekly. We can see it a little bit better. Zoom in. See on a weekly scale, see how much time we spent. Obviously, our drop now is a little bit more corrective than this, at least under our moving averages, right? But still, we haven't got a 76% drop. Let's go see what we're at now. And we can even look at this. Hopefully this guys will help you. We can look at, it's called a bars pattern. See if I can find it here. So let's say from our move here to our next peak. Bear with me. Moving over. You can see I already did that. So we overlay this. Oh, let's take it off of log scale. Well, didn't work out. I'll do it on a video. I'm not gonna like bore you with trying to resize everything, but basically you can see the similarities of the move up, then the cool off, and then, you know, look at the peak back then. How big those moves were we just looked at. This is it right here. Can you see it? It's like a speck of dust over here. This is why log scales are helpful, because they keep your same percentage moves across the board. You can fit all your data on one chart rather than looking like specks of dust and sand. So that's a log scale of Bitcoin in its history going back to 2010. Pretty cool. Just normal rhythms. But here's our moves that we're anticipating mirroring here. We didn't get quite a blow off top like we did in 2013, but you can see we didn't have any tests of the 21 week like we have in this move as well, right? No tests of the 21 week until we break under it, just like 2013. So if we were to mirror that, we'd probably be looking at, you know, just some sideways movement for the next 2 or 3 months maybe, and then kind of moving slowly back up at first, and then going into next year, nice textbook, hopefully blow off top. I would project at least 6 figures, obviously, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for maybe 150 to 250. I would say something in that. Maybe something peeking out up in here. So let me see if I can draw this. It's a projection, kind of a rough sketch, if you will, to see what we might do. Just something like this, and then, you know, slowly next year we start moving back up, something like that, and then kind of hit our bear market, our real bear market, not this crap, but basically just sideways. And some coins can still move during these periods. You can see our 21 would likely come under here, get back above that, and then off to the races like that. So that's our 21. This is our price action. Sorry for the same colors, but that's what I would project, kind of something rough sketch of that. Hopefully that helps somebody. Obviously bumps and bruises along the way, but big picture doesn't look too bad, right? Log scale. There we go. Pretty similar kind of moves, right? Ebbs and flows. Looks pretty on par for the course, in my opinion. All my opinions. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't think thanks, Jessica, for telling me. Yeah, nobody's here. It doesn't do a great job of telling that I'm live on YouTube for like an hour. But you can rewatch all these live streams. It's okay. All right, someone said 250 link this summer. Well, that is maybe not quite, I would say, likely. It's possible, of course, but the only way that would happen really for link is if Bitcoin, you know, canceled basically the cool off period, and we just start bouncing from here. So if Bitcoin can basically move this over and really we go into this peak starting soon, then yeah, a lot of coins will do very well. So that's scenario one, most likely in my opinion. Now, if Bitcoin just decides to cancel everybody and do something like this, sure, coins will be, 4, 5, 10x their all-time highs. But again, with each day that passes, this scenario becomes much more unlikely. But so far, it's still a possibility. We got 2 green candles, but we need to start really printing just like we did in March. If we can, let me see what we got here. Let's do some experiments. Okay, so if we take the March move and relay and do something like that, I mean, that gets us to almost a 100K Bitcoin, right? Probably get us a little bit higher. Let's see the difference the log scales can do. So something like that. If we did that, then yeah, there'd be a lot of coins do very well. That's about $100,000 Bitcoin if we mirror the March 2020 drop to rise again. The XY is still dropping. All right. What else we got? Anything else? I'll probably still put out some videos today. I gotta do some tweaks on YouTube. I tried to make a long educational 20-minute video about the DXY, but file got corrupted or something, and yeah, so that's what I've been doing all morning. Any takers? We got 8 people. Carve the day. I like where your head's at. Let's see what do I got. What do I got around here? I don't know. You take your pick back there if you want. We got. So what do we got here? The Tesla Roadster. Pretty cool model. These are a little difficult to come by. Top comes off. We got the white seats in there. They should be out within the next probably 2 years. Real life. SpaceX package with cold thrusters around the whole car. Just like they land on the moon with the rockets. It's going to put those on the SpaceX package in 0 to 60 in 1.1 seconds. Confirmed by the DOGE master himself. Let's look at Link. That's a good question. If Link were to repeat something similar from March as well. Let's get it ready. So we'll take it from there to top. We can overlay it there so it doesn't even, you can see how the kind of moves we've made. So if we put it on a log scale, let's see if that works out. Well, there's your 300, 350 link. So that tells you the kind of moves we made. That'd be pretty crazy, huh? $400 link, basically. And that's just basically a log scale of link. It's even got it at 150 by October. Not off the charts, right? Doesn't look that crazy. That's the path. Take it back off auto. There we go. That's the move we had from last March to now. And then a repeat. There you go. Hey, Ben. Impromptu live stream. I couldn't get my videos to upload, so here we are. Yeah, I didn't even post in the Telegram. I'm a bad boy. Yeah, isn't that cool to look at? if you're bullish on Link, I mean, don't say it can't happen because it did. It's just have to do it again, which yeah, diminishing returns. I'm a big believer in for crypto, um, lengthening cycles, all that stuff. So it's unlikely, but I mean, maybe we get even half of that. I mean, I'd take $200 Link by next summer. This is June of 2022. It's 12 months. I could do a $200 Link next summer. That's okay. I don't think anybody complain about that. If you just joined us, this is the bars pattern of the March 2020 drop to now, basically, our peak, and just on repeat and a log scale. Should probably post this in I don't even know how to do it. Oh, here we go. Hang on a second. Let me post this in a couple places here. All right. What else are we going to talk about, guys? Bueller? Nobody? Ethereum? We haven't talked about Ethereum yet. Ethereum on a weekly scale, weekly log. Look at this. Nothing out of the ordinary. Even from a year ago. We got plenty of tests of the 21 week for Ethereum. Perfect test still of the 21 week from Ethereum. Moving averages still sorted out on a weekly scale, big time frame. Looking great. Let's go look at the monthly. Annually. Annual Ethereum. Look at that. Jump up. Consolidation. Maybe we're in our next jump up even. You can see the kind of scale that we're on log scale. Amazing. Even off log scale. Look at that. Not much information. I get it. Monthly. Weekly. Ethereum still looking good. Off the 21 week bounce. Perfect. 3-day. If you guys don't use like the 3-day, it can be helpful. I'll check it out. We're looking probably an impending cross here of the 21 from the 50. It's not a huge deal though. We've done that before. Go look at Ethereum back in the day. See this? That would be nice. This would be nice to mirror, right? Kind of like a fake out cross. Move up. That's what we'd hope for across the board. That's ETH. Now, from a historical point of view, Ethereum does not usually have the best summertime. What does have the best summertime is Chainlink. Chainlink usually performs in the summer. The Link ETH valuation is at near historic lows. All of it's adding up for Link to start outperforming Ethereum. ETH, the past 6 years, has had its pretty much annual low for the next 12 months in December. Past 6 years it's worked. We'll see if it works this year. Go look at Link ETH again. We looked at it earlier in the video, but we can look how low we are on Link Ethereum. The boat's got to turn around at some point. Might as well be this summer. I won't buy the Roadster when the Roadster comes out. Tezos like Bezos. I just made that up. That's not a thing. Maybe it is. I know it's on here. You see it? XTZ? There we go. Can you guys see that right side? Yeah, I guess you can see it. Just let me know if my picture obscures your view. Tezos on the daily. We're under a 200 day, but guess what? Bitcoin is too, so we just got to get back above that. Some coins will definitely hang out low for longer. Kind of look at the draw. That's why, Bitcoin's probably going to be the safest coin right now. As much, if you don't like Bitcoin, okay, I get it, but Bitcoin is the safest in bear markets. Altcoins usually overreact for what Bitcoin does. So yeah, Tezos long term, I'm bullish on. I've owned Tezos. I've made some money on Tezos. Let's look at it on the weekly. Okay, we're bouncing off the 100 week. Got a little bit lower than a lot of coins. 100 week. But you can see the macro trend here. Be nice to get back to our $10 heyday back in 2018. That'll probably be on the cards during the next peak, right? After we start getting going again. You can see we're making higher highs, right? So as we come back up, we just need to make a higher high and hopefully break back above. Looks like all-time high was at 12 even. I don't even think I even knew that. Now I know. Now you know. We got a long ways to go, but we'll get back. All right, we got 12 people in here now. We are rolling. We need Doge to just go back to sleep. Start hibernating again. This is the most they're ever going to look at Doge on this channel. Algo, we can just go up the list here. Algo, 50 week, still okay. Bouncing around. Ethereum, Bitcoin. See, like I've said, what I just said about Ethereum trending down and, kind of capitulating in December. And look, here's one, December, capitulation. Let's go back to the previous December. Look at this, low. Basically historic lows for the next 12 months until the next December. There's one. Well, can't draw all over that. Can't take it off auto. December. Catching a trend here. December. Every December for the past 6 years, Ethereum is at the lowest levels in December against Bitcoin. Look at that. Every December since 2016. It's the lowest point for the next year until the next December. Lowest point since in the next year since the next December. Until that pattern's broken, I'm banking on it. So if we were to repeat that, then we would think Bitcoin would probably be much better to be in right now, right? Well, gonna keep drawing. So let's get it on December this year. You can see our pattern so far, so it doesn't mean we can't still go up a little bit, but at some point between here and here, December, I would think that this valuation would slowly bleed down again. And then in December is likely the best time to be buying Ethereum with Bitcoin and USD, historically speaking. Look at that. This is how you can really capitalize on big gains, switching between coins. Because just like, whatever your native currency is, USD or Euro or whatever, you can switch back and forth between coins. You don't have to switch back and forth between, just basically your fiat. This is case in point. Buying Ethereum in December, selling Ethereum to Bitcoin in the summer, and just rinse and repeat. You could quadruple your Ethereum and Bitcoin. Sorry for the scale. Sometimes I get off auto and I don't realize I'm off auto. And let's look at Link versus Ethereum. We're talking about that. So Link doesn't have quite the history that Ethereum does, but we can still look at it. Let's look on the daily and see if we can see any trends. Besides up, it's basically trended up against Ethereum its whole life until, last summer at the $20 mark. This is when Link hit 20 up here. Remember? So hopefully we get something like that going again. Maybe we're in, kind of this situation. Retest. It's just we've never kind of been in this situation against Ethereum. So if Ethereum kind of trends down with Bitcoin over the next several months up until December, maybe it will do the same thing for Chainlink. So nothing against Ethereum. I love Ethereum. It was the first coin I ever bought. I'm in the position I am today because of Ethereum. But you have to understand that altcoins, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, they have more predictable cycles than other altcoins. That's why you don't necessarily need a ton of other altcoins. If you just have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, maybe a couple others that you like, you could trade just between those coins instead of fiat. You don't have to go to fiat. You could just, if you're aware of the cycles that they put in against each other, the past 7 years or 6 years, Ethereum and Bitcoin, trade between those. If they're both doing nothing and Link tends to do better against Bitcoin and Ethereum in the summertime, there's another trade. All your Ethereum over to Link during these times would be generally a nice play. And then converting your Link back to Ethereum in December or January would be a nice play. Generally speaking, that's how you do it. That's how you can really multiply your coins. Knowing the ocean currents of crypto and how they work. You're not getting married to coins. You're simply following the best ROI and sticking to that. And that's how you can retire whenever you want and do whatever you want all day, every day, right? Make YouTube videos with 9 concurrent viewers. Living the high life. 9 viewers live stream. Whatever. You guys are the nine best people ever, huh? What's it like? Where are you guys from right now? What's the weather out right now? About 80 degrees where I'm at. 80 and sunny. I should be out there. Take a break and go walk at lunch. Anybody got some rain or hurricanes or snow? Jeez, hopefully no snow. Hopefully no one lives where there's snow right now. Thanks, Jan. Virginia. Yeah, it's probably pretty nice up there right now. Probably lower humidity. In the southern part of the U.S. I live in the U.S. You can tell from my very non-otherworldly accent. Pretty hardcore U.S. accent, right? What else we got? I don't know. June 1st. Might as well do a live stream. I'll probably do these more often at night, though. I don't know. Evenings, late afternoons. That's why I haven't really done them, though. I kind of just, spend time with family in the evenings. A lot of YouTubers don't have, wife and kids and all that stuff, so. I don't know. How long have we been going, guys? An hour? Yeah, almost an hour. 9 people. Well worth it. Well, if it helped somebody. Yeah, good question. Do I earn interest on my crypto? Of course. On BlockFi. Mine's on BlockFi right now. It's just easier. I know there's Celsius and all these other guys, but just for me, BlockFi's, I've had no complaints. I have vast majority of my link on BlockFi earning interest as we're just waiting for the next move up. Yeah, maybe I'll do like one once a week or maybe once a month on 8 o'clock Eastern time for a live stream. I might try it again. I haven't done a live stream at night in a while, so maybe I'll try one more. Usually in the lulls in the market like this, though, that we're in kind of right now, where we're not doing much, nobody's really interested. This is the time you should be learning, like you people. We lost one. One of the 9 is out. Can't do it anymore. All right. Yeah, so BlockFi, going back to BlockFi, I earn interest on my link on BlockFi because there's no limits. There's no limits on how much I can earn or how much I can put there. At least for Link. On Bitcoin, they have limits. They have like a scaled tier if you're not familiar with Bitcoin and Ethereum. But for Chainlink and most other coins, it's like unlimited. So if you have $50 million, you can get interest on $50 million. It's pretty amazing. Um, so that's why I go there. It's easy to. It's pretty easy, secure. So I've had no issues with them. So I like them. I feel like they're one of the most secure, but maybe I could be wrong. If you got something better, let me know. But I looked at some of the others, and they have caps on how much you can earn. Like you can only earn interest up to your first $100,000. That's okay. That's cool for some people, but that's that's not what I'm needing. I don't like being capped at stuff. So, oh, I like the new Nissan Z. I'd take one of those. Subarus are cool too. I've never driven the WRX. I've always liked them. I have a model car like a tricked out Z from yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like all JDM and got roll cage and one of my little model cars. Oh, maybe I'll bring that out for this week or something. Yeah, I get link for it. Yeah, that's the other thing on BlockFi. If you guys don't know, you can choose what the payouts are. So if you have Bitcoin there, you can get paid out in like USD, or you can get paid out in Chainlink. Or if you have Chainlink, you can choose to get paid out in Chainlink interest, or you can convert it to USD right to your bank, automatic direct deposit every month. Like you can pay all your bills with your interest on your crypto. Amazing, life changing. Forget banks. They give you like 0.1% every 78 years. Their banks are in trouble. They don't know yet. DeFi is coming. This takes a long time to turn it over. I mean, there's still people that use VHS tapes, okay? I mean, what? I haven't even held a VHS tape in 20 years. Checks has got to go. The check writing thing. Yeah, I had to write a check the other day for something. I don't even know how to do it. I think my third check I've written in my life. I'm almost 40. I kind of go the other way. If you take checks, I'm not coming to you. No, do everything digitally. Everything's going digital. Digital, decentralized is the future. Human emotions and the humankind tends to gravitate towards the easiest, most simple thing. That's why you have Netflix that streams digitally in 1 second, right? They used to do the discs in the mail. At least they adapted. That's why they're doing so well. If you don't adapt to what's coming, you're going to get left behind. And that's why you're in crypto. I have a feeling. You know what's coming. And if you don't, the 8 of you will. Yeah, 0.05% on your bank. Banks are deep shit. The writing is on the wall. In times of change, the learners will inherit the earth. Guess where we are? Decade from now, if you can stay the course, you're going to be well rewarded in crypto. I promise that. These prices will be up. Where we're at now in crypto, Bitcoin will look like this back here. Not even. I mean, 10 years? Are you kidding? Look where we were 10 years ago. Even 2 years ago. I mean, look where we've been. It's going to repeat. This big mound right here will seem minuscule. We'll be back in here. Bitcoin, I have little to no doubt Bitcoin will be over $1 million in a decade from now. I mean, at the longest, that would be pretty conservative. Bitcoin's going. You can't stop it. Hey, we got Shanika here. Hey, we've been on for an hour. Where you been? You didn't get the notification that wasn't put out? Well, I think we're about wrapping up. You guys can go back and watch the live stream if you want. All 7 of you. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Anything else? Any final thoughts? Final questions? Sure. Sure. I don't see it on my list. I know it was there. I had to redo it all. Well, is it gonna just not pull up then, or? There we go. Okay, daily chart. What do we got? All right, we're already back up to the 100-day. A lot of coins are still under the 200-day. Let me look at it here. Daily, weekly. Let's see what we got. 3-day. Still looking okay. Too short. It's too short. You can't do it. Shanika, we can't do it. It's too brief of history. The 21 week, at least we're back above that, but we don't have moving averages to even look at. We got to keep it low. So far, so good. Nothing crazy, right? At least we're holding support on the 200-day. You know what to look for, Shanika. You don't need me. I know it's hard. You gotta go. Just remember, you gotta drop down a little bit sometimes. Let's see. Let's see. Let's put up a 30-minute chart. Start getting your moving averages, right? It's tough. Younger coins are just tough. You're really just kind of gambling. Bigger coins, it's just easier to predict. It's nothing against the smaller coins. It's just too hard to see what's the big picture is, because there's not really a big picture. So keep that in mind for everybody. You can buy these coins and you can make obviously a lot more money on coins that do these kind of moves rather than Bitcoin, but for just charting and knowing kind of what to anticipate next, they're so young that they can do anything. It's hard to predict the younger coins without at least a few years. You need like a few years of charts. Like Link is even just now maybe starting to become trackable really and predictable, and it's been around for over 3 years now. All right, guys. We're dropping by the minute here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Try to make some more videos. Shanika, I know you just joined. You can go back and rewatch if you want. Got some cool stuff in there, but You know, most of it. Let's see what else. Yeah, I'll try to do, if we do live stream. I just wanted to try it because I made a huge long video this morning for YouTube, and it looked, the file was corrupted. It wouldn't upload, so I got upset. Doesn't, I know it's hard to picture me upset, but I get there when my videos don't record after putting, you know, I made a over 20-minute video this morning of all this stuff, and didn't even upload or anything. So fantastic. 4 people here. Goodbye. We're trending up though. Look at the chart. I have a chart like it shows how many people view per hour. All right, I'll just stop talking. We'll see you in a little bit somewhere. If not, you'll see me next time. All right, guys. Bye.